Hey guys, it's Danny. Alrighty, so August is ending and I'm not sad at all. I cannot wait for summer to be over. Although in my climate, summer can extend to November, but it's much more bearable. So let's see what orchids we had in bloom for this month and actually the past month, because I didn't do a update on what I had in bloom. Not many, I have to say, but there are a few. So this is the Alisara Pacific Nova. We didn't see this one in bloom for 2 years or so, and she's as gorgeous as ever. I had some buds blasting. I think that's pretty normal because we went through the move and everything. She's not yet fully acclimated, but yeah, I'm gonna do with the 3 flowers that I have now. Now this orchid, even though it's not a brassia, it does have some brassia in her parentage, so she smells quite nice if you like spicy scents. If not, not so much. I'm not necessarily a big fan, but it's nice, it's tolerable, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. You would not expect a flower to smell like this. The flowers on this orchid are not humongous. Let's see the older one. Oh, they are actually. Okay, they're not the biggest if you consider the Brassia Eternal Wind, but they're quite considerable, as you can see. I love the color on it. It is such a beautiful yellow. I cannot say it's an orangey yellow, which I usually prefer. It's a pure yellow, very striking. And on the lip, it has a little bit of purple. And as the flower ages, it kind of tends to go away a little bit, as you can see. But still, it is a beautiful orchid. It's not a space saver. It is as big as a brassia. The foliage is quite large. The pseudobulbs can be quite large. Blooms can be quite big, considerable. But yeah, if you're looking for something tiny, this is not it. However, the color, oh, the color is beautiful. And here we have the Phalaenopsis Ballina. She is always in bloom during summertime, and hopefully this time I will not break the spike. So most flowers I had open at one time were 2. As you can see, this one is already fading. A new one, it's taking its place. It smells so good. This whole corner smells like the Ballina, and pretty much she covers all the other orchids, no matter how fragrant they are. You can feel this one from a distance. I really love the Ballina. I kind of don't like the foliage. But anyway, yeah, she's a summer bloomer and she is actually in bloom all the time, all summer long. I'm curious to see how long I will have her in bloom in this climate. As I was saying, summer can extend to November, conventional summer, let's call it like that, warm temperatures. Okay, next to it we have a primary hybrid between Phalaenopsis mariae and Hieroglyphica. She is beautiful. A few more flowers have opened ever since I made the ID video. She smells lovely, but she's sitting next to the Ballina, which is not a good idea because you can barely feel her fragrance. She's kind of mild. If you don't like strong fragrances, this is a very good choice. You can only feel the fragrance if you stand very close to the orchid or if you actually poke your nose into the flower. It's a pretty nice fragrance. It's not sweet, it's kind of fruity and quite mouth-watering. She is a first bloomer for me. I purchased it earlier this summer and I really enjoy it. I'm interested now to buy the parents as well, the Hieroglyphica and Mariae. So when I have all of them in bloom, I can make a comparison and we can see what traits this hybrid obtained from both of its parents. I think it will be interesting. In the back here we have the Tolumnia dapple. She is still in bloom. I think she opened last month, so this time blooms lasted a whole lot of time. I'm not sure, I need to check when I did the video on it. I think it was about a month, yeah. So the blooms lasted a long time. They have lost a little bit of the color. They're not as vibrant, but still really pretty. Now with this orchid, it's a good idea to keep the spike as long as it's green. And of course, if the orchid is healthy, because the spike can branch out, continue producing buds. They're full of surprises, pretty much like Phalaenopsis orchids, although they're not Phalaenopsis. Sadly, they are not fragrant, but quite a beautiful sight indeed. And this is one of the Phalaenopsis that I received for our anniversary from my boyfriend. She's still in bloom. However, this means that most probably she will not produce another flower spike this autumn. Who knows? She is growing a new leaf right there. I had the option to cut the spike, but you know, I don't have many flowers open at this moment, so whatever flowers I can get, they're good. So I didn't cut it. I did not identify this one just yet. I might be able to in the future, but so far this is a no ID. Of course it came without a tag, but yeah, she's really lovely. And not an orchid, but still in my greenhouse, the Hoya pubycalix red button in bloom again. Ah, so sad this is not fragrant. Well, it has a sort of a fragrance, but it's not necessarily a pleasant one, not sweet or anything nice. But the flowers are gorgeous. I kind of like the monochromatic, although it's not. It gives the impression that you have a black and white flower, but the red is visible. So as you can see, the petals are quite gray with a red center. Really love this one. And I really enjoy the blooms, no matter if they have no fragrance. Now this one will be featured next month. This is the Phalaenopsis Fasciata, but she's just opening her bloom right now. She's looking really, really pretty. I cannot tell you anything about the fragrance and all the other details because she's just opening up, so it's not conclusive. But yeah, this one is opening up as well. And we have a few more buds actually. This is the Cattleya Monte Elegante. As you can see, the buds are really plumping up. I can already see a few of the speckles and of course the ants. The ants really love cattleyas because cats do produce quite a lot of sap. They don't bother me as much because they don't eat the plants, but there's a lot of ants. I'm not sure how I can stop them. But yeah, hopefully next month we'll do an update on this Cattleya. And surprisingly enough, the Shelob Tolkien is not in bloom yet. However, there's no bud blessed, so that's great news. However, I think she will be in the next month's video. But yeah, things are starting to return to normal. And I'm starting to have blooms each month, new blooms, even though not many, which is nice. And I still have quite a lot of orchids that never bloomed for me yet. But yeah, they're growing. They're actually doing quite okay. This one, she never bloomed since I got her, but the new pseudobulb, you can see there, is pretty long, so that's good. The purpurata is doing okay. Not sure if she will make a sheath, but it's growing quite nice. My crown jewel, the Dowiana hybrid, is growing nicely here. So who knows? Who knows? I really hope I will get to see some blooms from these orchids that never bloomed before. And somebody actually asked me to make a video about the orchids that never bloomed before. Well, there are a lot of them, so it's gonna take a while. But are you guys interested in something like that? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more orchid videos from me, simply subscribe to my channel. I post on a daily basis. Also, feel free to leave me comments and suggestions below if you have anything to add or if you'd like me to do a video about a certain something related to orchids. And if you ever want to send me a letter, just add the address you see on the screen or in the description below. And choose an option on the screen if you'd like to visit orchidnature.com or watch another orchid video. Thank you for joining. I'll see you all next time. Bye!